the tab. On what? On your actual laptop.
Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Motivation Monday with myself and my world-class speakers. All right, I am excited this morning. To present to you Leah Garcia, Cassandra Terry, and Amberly Shreve, and we'll probably have some more joining us shortly. And we have a great topic today that, it's funny. It was inspired by a video I did. I did a video about this, and I got so many comments. And people said, Eric, give us more tips on how to stay motivated. I said, okay, I'm going to bring it up to my group, and they can give you more ways to stay motivated. All right, so we're going to dive right in. And as always, I always start with mindset. And why? Because whatever you do in life, you have to have the right mindset, right? You have to have a positive mindset. You have to have the right mindset to be successful in anything. So what did I do? I scoured the world to find the best mindset coach. And I found one. I found one for you all. And she is in Texas. All right. And I was about to say the thing she's doing, but I don't even know if I should. She'll tell you that. But she is a host. Okay, she hosts her own show, the Cassandra Terry Morning Show. She is a mindset coach, and she's helped so many entrepreneurs with mindset. So without further ado, I'm going to send it over to Cassandra Terry. Cassandra, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. As Eric said, I am Cassandra Terry, and I am joining you from the great state of Texas, from the state capital. I'm in the Austin, Texas area, and it's bright and early, and there's no better time to get your mind right and prepare yourself to be not only be motivated, but to stay motivated and have not a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, year, ultimately a wonderful life. We have so much more control than what we realize that we do. And that's why I'm so grateful that Eric creates this space. That's what the Cassandra Terry Morning Show is all about, reminding you that you're in the game. The question is, have you picked up the bat, the ball, the whatever the tools you need to actually participate? And one of the ways that I pick up the ball is get up on Monday mornings and spend this time with Eric, our great sales coach, and Leah, who helps us to not only get the money that we need, but to keep it. And Amberly teaching us how to communicate. Most people don't know in our relationships. In communication is a Achilles heel for many, and she's showing us how to show up and do that better. Zion, Mr. Positivity, is usually here, and I'm sure he'll pop in at some point. And then everybody's favorite, because he keeps us famous, he gets us out there, Mr. Any. So to be a part of this group on a regular basis can't help but to make me better. And it keeps me motivated. And why? Well, for one, I'm a part of something. I'm a part of something that's important to me. And I know that these folks are going to show up. I know that these folks have some expectations of me showing up and delivering. So I've got a why around why I'm here. I get to hear from great people who pour into me. I get to share the messages that are important to me. And I learn something every single time that we all come together. So I'm really clear about that. So when the alarm goes off and it's 5:30 in the morning on a Monday after a weekend that went by way too fast, the why is in front of me more than the fact that I'm sleepy. The why is in front of me more than the fact that, oh, it's Monday morning, I got to get my day going. I know that in getting my day going, if I show up here, my day is going to go better because of all the reasons that I just ran through. So that means embrace your why. Be really, really clear about why you're doing what it is you're doing, or why you want the things that you say you want. If that why is big enough, if you've peeled it back to it not just being a monetary thing or a surface thing, but it actually moves you, it's something that's important to you, it will be bigger than any excuse that you can ever come up with. So your why needs to be bigger than your excuses. And then once you're clear about your why, you have to go about setting goals to accomplish what it is that you're after, and make those goals smart. Make sure they're really, really specific. They're clear. What is it that I want in detail? Is it convertible? What does it look like? What color is it? Get what's the interior like? You need to picture that thing in your mind so much that you recognize it when it goes by. You say, that's the one. It needs to be measurable. What we measure, we can accomplish. If we can't measure it, we're not likely to commit to it and get it done. So measuring is important in how our brain works. It needs to be achievable. I can learn how to do something difficult, but I can't get any taller. There are things that are just not going to accomplish. I can't accomplish in my lifetime. I am bound by my DNA. But outside of things like that, I could just about do anything if I'm willing to do the work. So make sure it's something that's actually possible. It needs to be tough. It should stretch you, but not be impossible, because that just shuts you down. And it needs to be relevant. Back to that why. This thing needs to be important to you, aligns with your values, feeds your soul, is something that really matters. You're likely to stick to it. And then it's time bound. Give yourself a deadline to get it done so that you're moving towards something. And then lastly, that growth mindset. Eric started to talk about that in the intro. Your mindset is everything. If you begin there, you get a hold of that any negative self-messaging, any limiting beliefs. If you meet those things head on and do the work to resolve them, you will catapult yourself towards your goals. So embrace your why, make sure your goals are smart, and cultivate a growth mindset. If you're willing to do those things, you will not only get motivated, but you'll stay motivated. When you find yourself waning a little bit, you can go right back to those 3 steps and pump that energy and that motivation right back up. So that's my time. I am Cassandra Terry, your mindset coach, and I am looking forward to meeting you guys. Follow me on LinkedIn, or you can find me on any form of social media. And Eric, if you don't mind, I'd love to share my great news with your audience.
Yes, absolutely.
I have just released my book. I have a couple of workbooks out there, but that's not the same as what's going on right now. Everything that I believe has been formulated into a framework that you can apply to your life to actually grab hold of all those things that I've talked about and create the life that you deserve. It's called Soar Beyond Limits: Unleashing the Power Within. It's the digital version is available right now for pre-sale on Amazon, and it debuted, guys, as number 1 new release on Amazon the day that it debuted. So I'm super excited about that. And it'll be available on March the 25th. You can just go to Amazon and search for Cassandra Terry, and you'll find what looks just like this background, Soar Beyond Limits, and you can order for only $2.99. It's at an 80% discount right now if you get it before it releases on the 25th. So get your copy, and I'd love to hear your feedback. So thank you, Eric, for your time. Back over to you.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate the words of wisdom. Congratulations on your book. I already downloaded it. I was reading it last night when I should have been sleeping. I was actually reading your book, and it is powerful. I recommend that everybody get this book. Everybody share the book on your social media so other people can get it. I'm going to do the same. We hear from her all the time, but imagine for her to put all the information, all the knowledge she has into one book, right? You can turn decades into days if you read her book, folks. All right, so let's keep going. Our next speaker hails from California, where it is 4 a.m. All right, and you can see money in her background because he is known to help us with our money, right? She will help you make money, save money, invest money. She's also a black belt in martial arts. So now you know she has a lot of discipline, right, to get there, right? And she's a true leader. So I'm going to send it off to my good friend, Leah Garcia in California. The floor is yours, Leah.
Thank you so much, Eric. It is an honor and pleasure to be here on this beautiful Motivation Monday. My name is Leah Garcia, and I'm here to help you earn your black belt in financial literacy. And I bring you that in bite-sized golden nuggets. And today we're talking about motivation. How do you stay motivated? Well, for me, when I think of motivation, motivation is really fleeting. Right? We can get all motivated to work out and go to the gym, but as soon as that alarm goes off, it's maybe a little bit too early at 5 a.m. So I think of inspiration, right? Really, what is inspiring you? And we have to get really, really clear. Turn off the noise, turn off the distractions, turn off what other people think that they want for you, and get really laser focused, clear about what it is that you want. Unapologetically. And what is that vision that you have for yourself? So that's number one. 3 quick tips. That's the first one. Number one is get really, really laser focused about what it is that you truly want, unapologetically. Number 2 is we got to celebrate our seemingly little wins. And when we talk about that, I want to peel that back a little bit, what that looks like. It doesn't mean we just got to give ourselves a pat on the back. It's really having a decadent celebration. I give myself a reward of a beach walk, but I don't just go on the beach, right? I pick a nice towel that I can take with me. I bring some great reading materials like Soar with Cassandra Terry yesterday. Bring some treats with me, because it's all about giving yourself that dopamine in the process. And how you do that is by having a decadent, elaborate celebration and enjoying that moment. And what that does is it starts to coordinate in our mind. We create that synapses and that dopamine that gets us motivated. And then we want to do more, right? We want to do more. And number 3 is we have to track it. What we track expands, and what we track and report expands exponentially. And one thing that I do is I go to Staples and I get these big calendars, those big, white, clear yearly calendars. And you get yourself a red Sharpie. Let's say you're trying to go to the gym every day or trying to meditate every day, and you just start tracking it. And every day you put the red X. And you don't have to focus on doing this for a year or a month or 90 days. Just focus on one more. Just focus on one more red X. And I promise you, what will happen is your subconscious mind will start to go to work for you, and it will start to help you to find ways to stay motivated. So, and my disclaimer is this. Disruption always follows intention. And what I mean by that is, as soon as we're going from one level from where we are to a higher level, we're gonna experience resistance. It's just the way it is. So when we know that, plan in advance. When that disruption shows up, when that resistance shows its ugly head, you know it's coming. The alarm didn't go off. Suddenly it's a time change. Suddenly a child needs to be picked up from school. The battery goes out on your car. Expect it and just go, I see you, resistance. That's okay, because I'm going where I'm going to go. I got this vision for my life. I am laser focused and I have things to get done. So that's my time. I'd love to share with you my ebook, The Wall of Wealth, and I send it back to you, Eric, King of Collaboration.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You always bring gems for us to use. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. So I want to, first of all, I do want to say the times changed here in the U.S., and I should have told my speakers that we're not in the U.S. So I think maybe that's why Eddie is not here. So I texted him now. Hopefully he'll get it. I apologize, Zion and Eddie. I should have told you that. Yeah. So anyway, but the show must go on. That's what we do, right? We learn as we go. Next time I'll tell you. Next time. All right. So I want to acknowledge Coral from across the pond. She's here. Alexis is here. Conchita is here. Dr. Tanya is here. I mean, we have so many people from all over the world right now. We appreciate all of you. Definitely put your questions in the chat. We have a great topic today. Put your questions in the chat because we're going to get to them shortly. All right. So now we are going to go to our next speaker. And our next speaker hails from Maryland. Okay. She hails from Maryland. So we're going from Texas to Maryland. And someone talked about her earlier. She's the queen of communication. I just gave you a nickname right there. Queen of communication. So you can run with it. I mean, I won't even charge you. I won't charge you. You can use it free of charge. Go ahead and copyright that. All right. So anyway, King of communication. She will help you build relationships. She will help you connect with people. She is just an expert at this. She's been doing this for a long time. And today, I look forward to hearing what she has to say about our topic. So we're going to go all the way to Maryland to hear from Amberly Shreve. Amberly, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Eric, and good morning, everyone. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be with you, of course. So, what keeps us motivated? When you think about that, you have to think about what you truly want. When is the last time someone sat in front of you and said, Eric, what do you want? Leah, Cassandra, Zion, what is it that you truly want? And once we are able to really honor those thoughts and have a moment to sit down and write down what we truly want in life, then we get to work. We are going to follow the steps that are going to take us to achieve our masterpiece. Our mindset, of course, Cassandra, you are first and foremost, my dear. Our mindset is always our most important piece. We are going to write down our goals, our dreams, our aspirations. We are also going to make sure that we have in place the plan that we need in order to move forward. So how do we do that? So each step that we take each day, we are working towards those goals. Every single day, you are going to look at your goals. They're not just going to magically happen. You have to put forth the effort. You have to eat, sleep, and breathe these goals. You need to visualize them. You need to make them alive. You need to give them legs and constantly remind yourself of what you are doing. What are you reading? What are you watching? Who are you doing life with that is helping you to achieve these goals? This is what it's all about. All of this starts in you. We are all here to achieve greatness. So I ask you, what do you want? Write it down. Let's do it together. There are so many people on this platform that are prepared, ready, and willing to take you to the next step. So I leave you with this, my beautiful friends. What do you want? And what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve what you want? You can find me on social media all over, Facebook, LinkedIn, Alignable, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So look me up. I am more than willing to walk you through, help you, support you in your life, in your business. And I appreciate the time today, my friends. Have a great week.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. As always, thank you for those words of wisdom. All right. So we're going to keep it going. So again, thank you for all the people that are joining us. Poku, good to see you. Mangala, good to see you. All the people from all over the world. Definitely put your questions in there. We're going to get to questions very soon. All right, so I want to share a little bit. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Eric F. King, and I am a sales and leadership coach. So I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs 2x, 3x, even 10x their sales without being pushy or salesy. And I wanted to speak about sales as it relates to our topic today of ways to stay motivated. Because one thing I know for sure, and if any of you have been in business for any length of time, you'll probably agree that it could be disheartening if you're not making sales, right? If you're not making sales, you could be dejected. Some people are even depressed because they're not making sales. And our brain plays tricks on us. Our brain says, maybe your offer is not that good, or maybe you are not as good as you think you are, right? Like our brain plays tricks on us just because people aren't buying, right? So, but there are certain things you can do to stay positive, even if you're not making sales yet, okay? And one of the things you should do is you should hang around positive people. Hang around people that are positive and people that are having success, quite frankly. It's funny because one of my sons was watching one of my videos, one of my events, and he said, "It seems like all your events, everybody's positive." I said, yeah. I said, I don't actually hang around anybody that's negative. I really don't. And if you're a negative person, you don't even want to be around me because I'll make you sick. Because I'm always positive, right? And not because I don't have problems in life. Of course I have problems, but I don't dwell on them. I look at the bright side of everything, right? Because I'm around people, right? So if you're not making sales, yes, you want to get to training, but also you want to get around people that are actually making the sales. So they can tell you, look, that I started that way, right? And then you can start making sales too, right? I remember years ago, I was in a network marketing business, and when I joined, I wasn't making that many sales. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work. People are not really interested in this. And then I went to a national convention, and I saw. First of all, they said, well, 26,000 people sold whatever it was, last month. I'm like, what? I guess this thing is working, right? So my point is, if I didn't go there, I think nobody's buying, right? But nobody's buying from me. That's all it was, right? So it's important to stay around people that are having success. Also, another thing you want to do is you want to stay active. Right, you want to stay active. One of the things I do, a passion of mine, is coach kids soccer, my son's soccer team. And if I have a player that is not scoring, or is not, maybe he's defense and people are getting by him, he's not stopping them. I'm a little unusual. I don't sit him down and say, you know what, just sit down there and we're gonna put somebody better. No, I say keep doing it. Keep doing it until you get better, because you can't get better on the bench, right? You can't get better on the bench. And that's what I know. So you have to get up and do it. Get up and do it. Talk to more people. Right? I had an offer. I do this event that's coming up at the end of this month, by the way, the 27th, where I have speakers coming in for my event. And the first person I talked to about it, the very first person, this gentleman, I told him about it. I told him how much it is. And he said, oh, no one's ever going to pay that, Eric. I said, what do you mean? He said, yeah, that's too expensive. No one's going to pay that. I said, okay. But I didn't listen to him. The next person, not only did she pay, she said, Eric, I would have paid double. She said, you're selling yourself short. Right? So now if I listen to the first guy, I won't even do the event because I won't have any speakers. Now I have speakers. The event is, like, you're going to see the advertising and everything by tomorrow. But my point is, right, it's because I kept going. I didn't sit around thinking, oh, maybe he's right. Maybe it's a bad idea. No, I don't think like that, right? Right. So I just want to give you some tips to get you to keep you motivated and inspired. Like you said, it's not just being motivated, but you want to be inspired, right? And then and lastly, always have people to talk to. And it's ironic because not ironic, but incidental that Annie just showed up, because he's our marketing expert, right? Always keep marketing. Have people to talk to. You have to have people to talk to, because if you don't have enough people to talk to, then it could be very hard. It could be very hard. You start to feel that this won't work, right? If I meet with a prospect and they say no, I am not upset, because I know I'm going to meet with another prospect. But if I only have one guy to talk to and he says no, it's over. So I'm packing it up. I'm going to get my job back. And this entrepreneurship ain't working. So that's what I want to share with you all. So we're going to keep on moving. We will go. Oh, hold on a second. We lost somebody. Let's see. All right. So we are going to go now to my good friend from Europe. He is here. And he, quite frankly, he makes people famous. Actually, if not for him, we wouldn't actually be on this call right now. That's just a fact. That's actually a fact, right? We would not be on this call right now because he introduced me to audio rooms where I met some of the people that we're on the call with right now. So, that just tells you that, he knows what he's doing. So you want to listen to him, all right? So he's a marketing genius all the way from Europe. Any Usong, the floor is yours.
So you always make me blush, honestly. Look, thank you, Eric. It's such kind words. So without the geniuses like all of you, I wouldn't do what I do. I'd say for anyone who knows me, I do audio rooms. And what I aim to do is bring geniuses to the world. That's why I work with Cassandra. That's why I work with you, Eric. So I work with Zion. So when I meet other geniuses, Leah and Amberly, and I do business with you because we help people, right? That's what we're here for. Look, I was a bit flummoxed by the time change. I'll admit that this time change thing. I don't know why yours goes forwards before ours goes, and all that hoo-ha. But I'm used to a week of chaos this week, so I'll get used to it. Coral, thank you so much, Coral. Coral's like, any guy here, they're on. I'm like, okay, all right, Coral, calm down, Coral. Here I am. Look, on the topic today, again, of course, in everything that we do, we have to be motivated. Our motivation is the will to do, right? The will to do and carry on doing. That's a state to be consistent, to be, to stay on track. For me, I think the thing that even like today, the thing that moves all of us is to really want that thing, to really want to do it. A lot of people miss the importance of really wanting to do it. Unless you want to do something, guess what? You find any reason not to do it, or you won't do it enough. So I think being intentional about really, really having that. I want to write my client's book. I really want to write it today. It means I'll do it today, right? If I say, I've got a 15-year-old son, a weekend, he's got homework to do. Are you going to do it? Yes, I'm going to do it. I did it last time. I did it overnight. Did he do it? No, he didn't do it. So he was awake overnight, then he went to sleep. I'm like, that's what happens. Do you really want it, or don't you really want it? Same as marketing, it's easy to get demoralized by results. As you mentioned, Eric, literally you do something today, it doesn't work. What next? Many of us just say, okay, oh well, I quit. I didn't really want it. I wasn't sure about it. Maybe it's not the right thing to do. Maybe I can't do it. I think all those things have to come together for us to keep doing what we need to do in business, in marketing, in any aspect of life. I did motivation as a psychologist at school. And they'll tell you that you have to get paid more to work harder. It's not true. I've paid people more. I don't get paid more anymore. None of us here get paid anymore for being here. I'm not saying there's no benefits. I'm saying, but literally, money is not the motivator in our lives. I think it comes down to two things. What's your goal? What's within you? What fuels you? Number one. And also, I think that the second thing that really motivates me every day is knowing that I'm doing things for other people. As I mentioned, my clients, knowing that someone's relying on you gives us that energy to really, to really want to deliver. Believe you me, every day we get up, I think it's a blessing. Every day we get up is an achievement. So I think let's recognize that maybe as part of the motivation path. Celebrate your achievements. When you do, give yourself credit. Hell knows, we're good now. We're very good at knocking ourselves what we don't do, which doesn't help. I've got a friend who has this strange ability of saying, "I've never done anything properly, so I don't know if I can do this." And you know what? She doesn't do it because she hasn't got a habit of doing. So we have to turn ourselves into those people who do show up, who do achieve what we know, who do perform. Motivation, it's not about the results. I think it's about performing, showing up, and just doing. Do what you say you do. So then I'm sure this is Cassandra's wheelhouse. Where I say part of the motivation conversation is truly love yourself enough to say, if you say you're gonna do this for you, then do it for you. Literally, you have to truly appreciate what you're doing, and then want to do it for you, for other people, for the world. As you mentioned, Eric, if you succeed, great. If you get knocked, learn, come back and do it again. That's how life really works. No one's going to motivate you from outside. It's all within you, and that within you has to be, a true drive to want to achieve. If you don't achieve, learn. Use that as a platform to build yourself up. But I think when you get that habit of doing, when you get the results you want, doing more is easy, right? So it's easy. That's when life becomes much easier. It's when you get the struggles that you can easily be knocked off path. And there's no point. When you're knocked off path, guess what? Nothing happens. You're back to square one. So let's not be those people who get knocked off quite easily. Give it your best shot. And the last I'll say is simply, look, we are very good at thinking we can do so many things in a day. I'm the worst. I've got a diary full of 12 things to do, 15 things to do. We can't do 15 things. The best coaches will tell you, pick 6 things, 6 main things in your day. Let's be reasonable with my point, right? We can't do everything. Don't try and convince yourself you can, because you can't. Because things will get missed. Keep to a reasonable list of things that you can achieve, and do them. That's how you start your day. And at the end of the day, count your achievements, celebrate your successes, and tomorrow is another day. We'll do it again. I'll leave it there, Rick.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you as always. All right. Let's see here. I think okay, we got him back. All right. So thank you so much. Oh, I see Genevieve is in the house from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome. All right. So we're gonna go to our next speaker before we get to our questions. Yes, he can't show his camera today, but that's fine. It's his voice that we want anyway, because the ladies always say they love his voice. I'm a little jealous, but I'll be all right. So Zion, so let us hear your sexy voice, even though we can't see you. All right. So Zion is he doesn't need an introduction. He is Mr. Positivity. Okay, everybody knows him. People know him all around the world. If you don't know him, you know him now. All right. I've actually hired him at one point for his expertise, and today he's going to tell us what he does has to do with our topic today. So without further ado, I'm going to go to Zion in Nigeria. Zion, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. I got laughing here to hear that, but it's all good. And then, yes, to my wonderful speakers who have been here before me, Cora, Lihat, Amber, Cassandra, Mr. Eni. Thank you so much, everyone, for your inspiration and for being an amazing person that you are. Just being around this team alone can just get you motivated, Well, it's an amazing day, and we are talking about how to stay motivated. And I'm just going to give everyone a few tips of things that I do that make me stay motivated. For me, like Mr. Eni has said earlier, motivation starts from within. It starts from you. It's first an internal factor before it's an external factor. And the ability for you to look inward to find motivation will help you to also stay motivated outside. So that's the reason why I always tell people you have to love yourself, you have to celebrate yourself, you have to enjoy yourself. If you don't love yourself, there's no amount of love people are going to show you from outside that will satisfy you. So if you want to stay motivated, it's good that you look within yourself. Like Cassandra will always say, the voice within wins. Yes, the voice within you wins. And if you can look inward, I tell you, you will stay motivated. Even though motivation is not coming from outside, if you can be motivated from within, you can be motivated anywhere you go. And another point that I use for me in staying motivated is enjoying what I do. Let me tell you, I enjoy positivity as if there is nothing as sweet as it. It's what I do, is what I live for, is what I enjoy. So if you want to stay motivated, enjoy what you do. I can tell you, Eric enjoys talking about sales. If you wake him up right now to talk about sales, he would gladly do that. Leah talks about finance. Wake her up any time of the day, say talk about finance. She would gladly do that. Cassandra talks about mindset. Amberly talks about communication. Annie talks about marketing. If you are to reach out to these persons any time of the day, no matter the mood they are, to talk about what they do, you will find out that they enjoy it. They enjoy it. So if you want to stay motivated in what you do, enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you do. And also, one thing that keeps me motivated, it's the mindset to create value. The mindset to create value. Knowing for the fact when people listen to me, their life will be changed, they will be blessed, they will move from the place they used to be to a new place. So the thought of creating value is one way that can motivate you. When I wake up every morning, oh, it's another day to spread positivity. It's another day to allow people embrace positivity. That thought alone gets me motivated, puts me on a higher level of positivity that has never been before. So every day when you wake up, think about the people that will be blessed through you, people that their lives will be transformed through the work you do, through the amazing things you are doing. When you think about these things, how thousands of people will listen to you and they'll be motivated, they will stay inspired, they will keep pursuing their goal because they listen to you. That alone serves as a motivation for you. And lastly, having a motivated team. Like I said before, looking at the speakers on this platform, they are always motivated. And I always look forward to Monday because being around motivated people, it has a ripple effect in you. It rubs off on you. So if you want to stay motivated, just have a team that are motivated. I tell you, even when you don't feel like it, because your team are motivated, you have no choice than to be motivated. So having a team, build yourself around positive people that will be a support system, that will encourage you, and that will help you stay positive. And no matter what you do, if you want to stay motivated, you have to be positive. Because when you're positive, you're possible. And in positivity, there's endless possibilities for you. Thank you so much. I hand the mic over to you, Mr. Eric.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Zan. We appreciate you as always. I was just thinking if I wasn't hosting this call, I'd be on it. I'd be listening to you all anyway. Because I learned so much from you. Right? So if I wasn't hosting, I would be on it no matter what, because there's just so many gems that come out of this call. All right. So we are going to go to the questions. So definitely put your questions in the chat, folks. Our first question comes from Alexis Gerloff James. She says, what are the first steps to create habits that increase lasting motivation? That's a good question. The first step to create habits that increase lasting motivation. So is there anybody that wants to start speaking about that? If not, let me jump in. If not, okay, Cassandra, then I'll jump in. Go ahead, Cassandra.
All right. So the first step, I think, is to gain that clarity. Be really clear about one, who you are and what motivates you and what you desire, so that you're moving from a place of what's relevant to you, what aligns with your goals, what really lights you up, what are the things that you get excited about, so that you place yourself in the right realm to begin with, and that you're doing things again that align with who you truly are, not what the world says you should be because of whatever reasons, not even what your parents wanted you to be. Those things are all good and they can give you some direction, but internally you have to have a conversation with you to really understand who you are and what you enjoy doing, what it is that you're truly gifted in. And when you can align those things, the motivation is easier, because Alexis said it. I think the comment is already scrolled by. She says something like, do what you love what you do, something along those lines. But having that type of clarity will help you to stay motivated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I definitely agree. Go ahead, Leah.
Yes, that's a great question. One thing I think of if you're just getting started is become a scientist. Take it experimental. Do some research. Get curious and really start to just involve yourself in the process of really what is exciting and does truly motivate you. And then start to collaborate, get in groups, get in masterminds, start studying people who are experts in the field that you want to be, and just become a student. You know, I come here every week willing to share, but I always come here with a student. I always get takeaways. So just being curious and put yourself out there and really being into different groups and different collaborations, like things like this. And that's when you'll really start to decide what you really want. And then that's when the real motivation will come, because that comes from what you truly do want, just like what Cassandra alluded to. I think so often we have so many noise from television and social media, and like our parents and the things that we've heard out in society. It can be really, really difficult to understand or really be clear if that voice really is from within us, or if it's something coming out expectations from other people. So that's my thoughts, Eric.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, for me, what I was thinking is one of the things that I do, I've been doing this for 20 years, is personal development. Personal development, right? Everybody is different. So everybody, has different things that motivate them. Some people are motivated by music, right? There's certain songs that they listen to that inspire them, right? There's a song called Soar, by the way. You should use that, Cassandra. It's a beautiful song. Forgot who sang it, but it's a beautiful song. Soar. So some people they read books, right? Some people watch YouTube videos. Whatever it is, find the thing that inspires you, right? And then do that. You don't have to actually do what I do or what Leah does or what Annie does. Find what inspires you and do it regularly. Why? Because we are fed with negativity every day. So we need to flush it out and replace it with something, right? And then you find what you're going to replace it with. If not, you'll think the world is falling apart. Just watch the news. Trust me, you'll think the world's falling apart. If the world's falling apart, why should I build my business anyway? No one's going to buy it because the world's falling apart. right. So that's the mentality you have, right? So you have to feed your mind. Someone once said you have to protect your mind every day. You have to protect your mind every day, right? And fill it with the right stuff, not the wrong stuff. So that was a great question. Great question. Another question we had here is about procrastination. So, what specific action do you take to overcome procrastination? I guess people procrastinate a lot in terms of when it comes to motivation. They're like, well, one day I'm going to do this, and one day I'm going to start personal development. And for me, I say put your goals up in front of you, right? My goals are always in front of me. They're like, anywhere I want to go. Like, before we went to Germany, I had pictures of Germany all over my computer, right? Before we went to Mexico, it was all over when I want to buy the car I have now, I had a picture on my screen, right? So put it in front of you, whatever you want to do, right? Now I have huge things. I'm not even going to tell you because it's going to come to pass, but I'm not going to tell you yet. What I have on my video, what I have, it's just ridiculous, right? Because it just why not? Why not? Right? You can do what you want to do, right? Anybody else want to chime in on this one? Go ahead, Leah, and then Annie.
Yeah, one thing I do is I give myself an impact. So let's say, for example, you have the goal of you want to start reading more, but you just kind of procrastinate it. Give yourself an impact. Think about all the things and the reasons that reading is going to improve you. Write it down, right? What is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for your life and the people around you? And when you give yourself an impact, then you're going to be more motivated to stop procrastinating because you're going to want to get to that vision. I think sometimes we think that our vision is so far off that we think we have a depth perception issue. We think that it will take us a year for us to get in a right mindset, or years for us to achieve that body. But truly, if we truly make a decision and we take that action, consistent action, we'll start to have more progress quicker than you might think. So that's my thoughts, Eric.
All right, thank you so much. Someone said my mic is breaking up, so I won't do much talking. Back to Annie.
Well, there's a distortion there somewhere, Eric. I thought it was my internet, so I was thinking, do I restart or what do I do? Now, to answer the question, I think I love Leah's point. For me, procrastination is the opposite, the other side of motivation, right? And for me, like I said, this all comes down to love. Yes, I know I sound like Zion, but it does come down to, if you love what you're doing, if you love yourself, if you love the goal, the objective you're trying to achieve, then you have more chance of doing it. Of course, you have to, you still have to be a doer. Become a doer. That's the answer to all of this, right? Become someone who does. Eric, you mentioned, oh, I'll do it then. No, do it now. Do it now. Just learn to just do things now. And I'm not saying you can't do everything now, but if you want to do it, just do it. Be that person who just does it. Maybe you can't do it, or at least you started. You do a bit of it. With time, you can do more quicker. Experts only just get to learn how to do things more than the non-expert can. So look, let's face it. Lack of motivation, procrastination comes when we don't think we can, when we don't think we're that person. Convince yourself that you are that person. Maybe you're not, but you learn. And ultimately, my friends, success, achievement, which is the whole point of being motivated to do things, will come when you just keep doing and you learn how to do it. The more you learn, the more you can do. The more you can do, the more you want to do. It's a virtuous cycle. The opposite is a vicious cycle where if you procrastinate too much, you doubt yourself, you don't really know what you want to do, nothing happens. Strange that. Become a doer, my friends. This is the answer to all our conversation. Don't wait till you're perfect. Just do today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Annie. Appreciate you. All right. So we are winding down to the end here. And I know, I guess some of you can't hear me or my voice is muffled. I don't want to touch anything. So
you're actually quite clear now. Whatever was going on is stopped.
Okay, good. Yeah. And I don't want to mess with this.
Oh, we lied. It's back. It's back to the crackle. It's back to the crackle. For a moment there, you were crystal clear. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk about this event, but since my voice is crackling, I won't talk much about it. But it's in May. If you could put the information in the chat. Okay, we have people already signed up coming from Europe, from Caribbean, from Canada. So all of you in America, no excuse. I don't care where you are. Be there. All right. So it's May 17th and 18th. We have a dinner cruise. We have a black tie, gala, awards, dinner, entertainment, games, music, all of that. Click on the link. It's in the chat. All right. So that's all I'm going to say. All right. So now let's get back to you all. For my panel, if you can just go around the room, let us know how we can get in touch with you. Okay. How we can get in touch with you, and any other closing comments that you have. Anybody can go first.
I'll start it. I just got unmuted here. So again, I'm Cassandra Terry. You can find me under my name on any of the social media platforms. And I am encouraging you guys to get the pre-sale of my book, which is going to be available on March the 25th, but it's under pre-sale right now. I've had a wonderful response to it, enough to debut as the #1 new release on Amazon. And I've gotten great feedback from folks who are doing the pre-read. So if you're ready to soar, I've got a formula for you. I have the framework. Soar Beyond Limits will be out on the 25th, and I am pleased beyond words and excited. So I can't wait to hear you guys' feedback.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I put it up on screen as well. I appreciate you, and congratulations. Leah.
Awesome. This was such a great discussion. So many great takeaways. And so what I think about, if somebody's not really motivated, I wonder, where is their identity? Where is their self-worth? Do you think that you're worthy of having success? Is your identity, maybe your belief system is low? And I would encourage you to get Cassandra Terry's book. I mean, seriously, that will definitely help you get a start. And you can find me all over social media. We have the Money Minute on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can also get my free ebook, The Wall of Wealth. And I look forward to chatting with all of you soon. Back to you, Eric.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I learned a lot from that ebook. I definitely recommend it. Go to her LinkedIn, grab it. It's free. All right. Okay. So we are gonna go. And by the way, I think Eddie's next, right? Trying to figure out who hasn't spoken. Eddie, go ahead.
Look, the best place to connect with me is on LinkedIn. Otherwise, you will find me doing what I do best, which is motivating people in audio rooms. I say that deliberately because maybe one of the things we need, Eric, is an accountability partner. That's what I do for my clients, really. Cassandra would tell you, when the time comes, I'm on you. I'm like, where is the title? Where is the topic? And I do this for, and everyone always says, oh well, I didn't know you're gonna chase me up. I'm like, well, that's what I do, because I can't have a date to not do, right? So I'm making you find me doing audio rooms consistently, and on schedule, as we say we will do, because that's where I am. So if I invite you to an audio room, please come along. So many people here do come along. Poku comes along, but Dr. Marcia, Coral. So it's a great thing, Eric. It's a great thing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you as always. So, like I said, I'm not gonna speak much longer. So this is because you guys can't hear what I'm saying anyway. But I just want to first of all thank my speakers for today. As always, you do an incredible job. As always, every single week. We're gonna be here again, same time next week. And hopefully I'll fix the mic by that time. But we appreciate all of you. All the people in the comments, Dr. Marcia, Alexis, Coral, if I didn't mention your name, I apologize. We appreciate all of you for your continued support. Keep sharing this, okay? Keep sharing this. We're going to be in thousands of homes soon. Then we'll be in tens of thousands of homes. Then we'll be in hundreds of thousands of homes. Why? Because we are giving so much value. All right. So with that said, have a great day and have a great week and have a great month. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure to be here with you today. Bye-bye.